In this video, we will take a closer look at how the California wildfires started, beginning from the Palisades region, extending through the Hollywood Hills, including the Sunset area, and progressing to the Eaton, Hurst and Lidia fires. More than 7,500 dedicated personnel are actively involved in fighting the flames. The operation has deployed 1,162 fire engines, offering ground support to suppress and control the spread of the fire. Additionally, 31 helicopters are conducting aerial water drops, supported by 6 large water tanker aircraft, to tackle the more inaccessible and high-intensity hotspots. But most importantly, we'll look at how this all started in the videos ahead. Let's take a closer look at the factors contributing to the fires. To be honest, even experts have been taken aback by how rapidly these extremely dangerous fires have spread. By Tuesday night, the 7th of January, 3 massive blazes had already erupted in northern Los Angeles, with more following on Wednesday. Let's examine the largest of these fires. The Palisades fire, as mentioned, began at 10:30 a.m. local time on Tuesday. This image, captured just 15 minutes after the fire was first reported, already shows its intensity from the sky. The fire quickly ballooned throughout the afternoon, raging between the beach towns of Santa Monica and Malibu. By midnight, it had consumed nearly 3,000 acres, destroying numerous buildings and homes, so many, in fact, that officials are still struggling to determine the full extent of the damage. The cause of the fires has not yet been identified. However, what we do know is that they have been supercharged by fierce, dry winds blowing in from the northeast. These winds, known as the Santa Ana winds, accelerate as they hit the mountainous terrain around Los Angeles. This can be seen in the striking bands of pink and purple on weather maps, indicating the areas affected by these devil winds. The Santa Ana winds also drastically reduce humidity levels, drying out the land and making it more flammable. With wind speeds reaching up to 60 miles per hour, these conditions are so extreme that firefighting planes have been unable to take off. Fire chiefs describe the combination of low humidity, dry soil, and strong winds as creating some of the worst fire conditions imaginable. Southern California recently experienced an exceptionally hot summer, with almost no rainfall during what should now be the wet season. This map illustrates the rainfall of the past 60 days compared to the average for this period. The brown areas around Los Angeles highlight regions that have received virtually no rain, leaving the land parched and highly flammable. This combination of factors has created a dire situation for thousands of Los Angeles residents, many of whom have been forced to flee their homes. These homes, often belonging to the rich and famous, have been reduced to ashes in mere hours. This is the grim reality faced by Californians as they grapple with an increasingly severe and prolonged wildfire season. 7 fires are currently being tackled in California. The Palisades fire was first reported at 10:30 a.m. 1830 Greenwich Mean Time on Tuesday, January 7th. Within just 20 minutes, it grew from a 20-acre blaze to more than 200 acres. By Wednesday night, the fire had expanded to approximately 16,000 acres. At least 30,000 people have been ordered to evacuate their homes. The Eaton fire rapidly grew to cover 1,000 acres within the first 6 hours after breaking out. It started in Altadena in the hills above Pasadena at around 6:30 p.m. local time on Tuesday. By Wednesday night, the fire had spread to over 10,000 acres and 5 fatalities had been reported. The Hurst fire began burning just north of San Fernando at around 10:10 p.m. local time on Tuesday. It quickly grew to 850 acres, according to local officials, and has triggered evacuation orders in neighboring Santa Clarita. The Woodley fire broke out in Woodley Park at approximately 6:15 a.m. local time on Wednesday. According to the Los Angeles Fire Department, it has now been fully contained. The Olivas fire erupted in Ventura County, northwest of Los Angeles, and burned across about 11 acres. It has also been fully contained. The Lidia fire ignited around 2:00 p.m. on Wednesday in the mountainous Acton area north of Los Angeles. It grew to cover nearly 350 acres, and as of 9:00 p.m., had been 40% contained. The Sunset fire broke out at approximately 6:00 p.m. in the Hollywood Hills, a residential neighborhood overlooking the historic Hollywood area. It currently spans about 50 acres and is 0% contained. A mandatory evacuation order remains in place. But there were also significant funding issues that may have hampered the firefighting efforts. A potentially leaked letter from LA Fire Chief Kristen Crowley, dated December 17, 2024, warned Mayor Karen Bass about the repercussions of recent budget cuts. According to the letter, the $17 million reduction in the department's budget had severely limited the department's capacity to prepare for, train for, and respond to large-scale emergencies, including wildfires. This warning highlights the critical role that sufficient funding plays in maintaining readiness for natural disasters and other emergencies. The letter raises important questions about the impact of financial decisions on public safety, especially in a state like California, which is prone to wildfires. This is the actual footage of the firefighting plane, the C-415, also called Super Scooper. It has a big advantage compared to the other tankers since it does not have to land on airports stationed far away. The operation of the CL-415 begins with the aircraft's approach to a water source. The pilot skillfully maneuvers the plane toward a suitable body of water, such as a lake or river, ensuring that the location meets the necessary criteria for safety and efficiency. The approach requires careful navigation to align the aircraft with the water surface, taking into account factors like wind direction, water depth, and surrounding terrain. Once aligned, the aircraft initiates the water scooping process. A specialized scoop integrated into the plane's underbelly is lowered onto the water surface as the aircraft glides across it. This precise action allows the scoop to collect a significant volume of water, filling the internal tank within seconds. The process is carefully monitored to ensure the tank is filled to its optimal capacity without compromising the aircraft's balance or performance. With the water tank filled, the pilot retracts the scoop and skillfully ascends, transitioning the aircraft into departure mode. The CL-415 then heads directly toward the fire, navigating challenging conditions such as thick smoke, high temperatures, and potentially turbulent air. The journey demands precise coordination and constant communication with ground crews to identify the most effective drop zone. As the aircraft approaches the target area, the water drop is executed. The pilot releases the water from the tank in a controlled manner, ensuring it directly targets the flames or the surrounding areas to suppress and contain the fire. The timing and accuracy of the drop are critical as they maximize the effectiveness of the operation while minimizing the risk of surrounding environments. Following the drop, the aircraft returns to the designated water source to repeat the process. This cycle of scooping, departing, and dropping continues as needed, showcasing the CL-415's efficiency and reliability in aerial firefighting. The entire operation is a testament to the aircraft's specialized design and the expertise of its crew working tirelessly to combat fires and protect communities. We make original videos from scratch, so please do subscribe and hit the notification bell for more videos.